Oh, there
Live,
we
it
go.
says.
Welcome to the Scandal Podcast. I'm your hostess, Jaha Knight, and I am joined by three of the best 18 that you would ever find in the world without Mr. T, and that would be Elde'a, Katrina, and Olivia.
Hi.
Hey.
How was y'all's holiday?
Good.
How was your holiday? Was it?
I didn't cook this
anything?
year for the first time in a long time.
Okay.
Congratulations,
Really?
then, I guess.
Yes.
So happy about that.
My daughter cooked, and it was delicious.
Oh, that's awesome.
I loved it.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, you got her trained.
I know, train him up early.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, and lately I've been cooking, so I guess she's looking at me like, why are you cooking? What's going on? Is the world about to implode? Maybe.
Oh, do you not?
Yeah, I cook very well. I just don't have the time. So
Yeah.
by convenience, she's become the default chef. So let me give you all this link. So today's episode is brought to you by the Sophisticated Ladies novel I'm about to. And the Sophisticated Ladies novel is out. And it's on Amazon, y'all. So I'm super excited.
Congratulations.
Excellent. I got to leave my review.
Please do.
It's Sophisticated Ladies.
Yes, Sophisticated.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get your link, but it is difficult because YouTube is acting a butt. Okay, here we go. So what do you all think about the episode last night?
I love the episode.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, seriously, I did have a scandal moment at the end of the episode. I literally leapt to my feet off my couch, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Come on!
I think I
may
just
have said
sat on my bed like this.
Yeah.
I was like, what did I just see?
Oh my God.
What were your three favorite parts? Oh, go ahead.
No, it's not nothing. Go ahead.
Just said no, that's all right.
No.
What were your three favorite moments from last night, Katrina?
You gonna start with me?
I am.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, my three favorite scenes were actually Maya and Olivia, that conversation that they had, and I'll say why later when we talk about who I identified with, and then the phone call with Olivia and Fitz, because I felt like she really allowed him to be there for her, and she just wanted to connect with him in that moment, and needed some help because she just didn't know what to do, and she allowed him to help her, which is really huge for her, and he wasn't asking her. And lastly, when Sally bawled all over Cyrus in her office. She was like, you better know when to fold them.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
Poor Sai. Sai was going crazy this episode. I loved it. I was like, oh, Sai.
But it's great to see his weakness in that way, you know, his family, James, even though he tried, you know, he was about to have his boo killed last season.
I was going to say,
stepped it back.
Oh my gosh.
Pull back just a little bit.
Pull back just a little bit. But yeah. I mean, we can talk about Cyrus later. But that's it. I'm trying to be really, really, what is the term I'm looking for?
We're going to be good this episode. We're going to stick to our hour. We're not going to go over. I swear
we're going to be concise.
Yes, we got this. We got this. I'm with y'all on that. What were your three favorite moments, Elde'a?
Quinn and Huck, I really loved all those scenes. I thought they were creepy, but heartbreaking. Oh, yeah. I love those scenes. The Live and Fit
Quinn
phone
was
call
so
was
good.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Live and Fit phone call was
I
another
felt
one.
it.
Yes. And then my favorite, it was a scene within a scene, but it was the Millie and Cyrus scene.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
That was
I
mine
love that
too.
one when she was like, I'm just gonna leave you alone. I was like, couldn't she have given him a hug instead?
Melly.
She was like, she
not
almost
about
looked
that
like
life.
She almost looked like she didn't want him to touch her. She was like, yeah, about that.
With you?
She doesn't want to get her
feelings.
sorrow all over her.
Right.
She's like, you're crying. I can't do anything with that.
Like, about those feelings.
But they both
you to touch me.
connected like that because remember they both
Suck
had
it
that
up.
scene where they both were like, nobody
on
likes
the
babies. It
territory.
was kind of
Yeah.
It was cool. Yeah, I like that too. What were your three favorite, Olivia?
Okay, so of course the Huck and the Quinn scene. Huck going, doing his little spiel, licking her face. I was way into that scene. I was like, oh my god.
Yes, that was crazy.
I was like, he's crazy.
Yes.
And you're so new and fresh.
It was creepy.
But she got what she deserved.
Looking like Miley
True.
Cyrus with that tongue.
You're right,
She got what
Elde'a.
she
She had it
deserved.
coming.
She went to the other
She
side.
wanted that. That's what
right?
she worked towards that she got her reward. You wanted to see what that part of the life was about.
Yeah, she's not about that life, and I really hope she
No.
But it
Y'all
also
all talking over each other.
Sorry. I was gonna say,
I'm like, wait a minute, who the heck is talking? I hear reverb.
but it also confirmed that Huck is like pro Olivia through and through because he was like, you betrayed Olivia. Like it wasn't about the fact that she betrayed him. He was like, you betrayed Olivia, so you got to pay for that.
Well, Huck is ride or die for her, like no matter what. I mean, even with what they went through at the end of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, episode 302. They were back. He had a moment like where he snapped, and I'm not excusing his behavior in the least, but these people have a certain relationship and a dynamic that allowed them to then progress past that. And he's never not going to be there for her.
So that was one.
He failed her once, and I think he's been determined not to do that again.
Right.
That was one of your
All right, so
moments.
that was
what
one.
was the other one? Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Olivia and Fitz telephone call, that was one of my favorite moments. And then the scene between James and Cyrus, and when James finally broke down and showed his screen and was like, I'm typing, I want a divorce over and over.
A mantra.
Do you guys think he just copied and pasted, or did he write it all out?
No, I think
he was typing.
You heard him.
No, I'm saying, did he write it once and then just keep copying and pasting, or was he continually saying, I want a divorce, I want a divorce, I want a divorce?
I think he was convincing himself, so I think he was typing.
Olivia said he was losing it.
Really?
So those are your three favorite moments. Mine was when Quinn slid the needle out from underneath her jacket. I was like, oh, she about to kill him. I love that. And when Jake tried to be Rambo, I was like, everything. Look, it's like Celie got her fingers on Jake like this. And she did the Mr. thing. Everything you do, Jake, is going to fail. You are not going to be successful. Let it go. It's never.
You even think about it's going to crumble.
Because I was literally like, Jake, come on, Jake. I mean, like, really.
I was so confused. I was like, is this a show within a show? What is it? What is actually being accomplished right now? No, nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I didn't know why he was even trying to be a hero.
He was trying to take, well, I guess we'll find out. I think he's trying to avenge whatever happened to him because of Remington. And, him getting caught up in B613 because of that.
Yeah.
I think he might be the inconsequential or son of some poor guy that Big Jerry alluded to in 307 when in the flashbacks when he was talking to Fitz and saying, it shouldn't have been you who was ordered to shoot down the plane. It should have been some like poor inconsequential kid from some backwoods state.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Jake became that person, but we'll see. Because Fitz is very privileged.
I know, isn't it?
So do you all think that her trying to save her mother, which was pretty much the case, from the clutches of her father, this episode was compelling enough of a storyline to make you, want to jump out your seat? What do you think, Elde'a?
I think we all saw it coming. I kind of liked the way they did it. It it was slow. It wasn't in your face to me, but I think the ending of how it all turned out, I think we all knew it was going to turn out that way. So yeah, it was compelling.
Is it the end though?
I know, right?
You don't know with this show.
It's not the end. It's not the end. It can't be the end. Candy can't only be in.
It may not be the end until the next, the next part of the season.
Yeah.
Was it compelling to you, Katrina? I had a brain fart. Sorry. I'm looking at you and I'm just like, what?
Yeah, no, it was compelling to me, and it made me think a lot about 303. Mrs. Smith Goes to Washington, which I said, like, people were hating on that episode and being like, I think even we were like, it's a bit uneven, but I knew that the situation would come back in regards to Operation Remington, and I think shades of that started to come back into this, even with the whole terrorist versus martyr thing, and like in that one, the mom's son was they were telling her that he was a terrorist, but really he was a spy who was recruiting terrorists in order to infiltrate a real terrorist cell. And we're essentially being told that Maya was a terrorist, because you probably couldn't see it, but the paper that showed her charges on the computer screen, I paused it and looked, and she's being charged with espionage. Y'all know I gotta I gotta pause and zoom in. Espionage, treason, and classed as enemy of the state. But what does that really mean? We don't know.
Wow.
Is it
cherry
like
blossoms?
Yeah.
This girl knows cherry blossoms. Like, are you surprised?
Don't be surprised. So, I think the themes from 303 are coming back around in this episode. Yeah.
It was pretty compelling to me. Was it compelling to you, Olivia?
It was compelling because, I mean, the end just kind of summed it up, that even when she thinks she knows what she's doing or why she's doing whatever, you still never know. You just still never know what's really going on, and it kind of surprised me because I thought there was more to Mama Pope's story. I did believe, and it didn't even sound believable when she gave that speech to Jake and Huck about why, Eli threw her underneath the jail, and it didn't add up to me. I said there had to be more to it than she just found out his plan. So at the end, when Olivia kind of like snapped into place, like, what was that name? I was just like, there it is, So I knew there was something else. Like, I knew there was something missing. I just didn't know. So that made it compelling for me because I wanted to know what that missing piece was.
I would have been running down the tarmac talking about, hop on the other wing, I got this one. I mean, come on. Like, literally, I knew that something was going to happen when Papa Pope said, I don't enjoy killing. And that was like a key, like a little
right,
trigger.
That was a hint.
I was like, oh, crap, this lady is bad. Like, oh, Mama Pope, Jesus. So if blank would have happened during this episode, it would have been perfect. What would that have been for you all? For me, it was if Olivia had remembered 10 minutes into before the end of the episode. That was mine. I was like, God dang it.
No, then we wouldn't get the drama next week.
What was yours, Katrina?
Oh, skip me, because I'm.
Skip you?
Yeah.
She said she wasn't.
What would have happened? It would. Like, what would I have said? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's when I don't. No. Yeah.
What about you, Elde'a? Because she over there like,
I don't have one either. I don't have one either.
I'm just leave that.
I mean, usually I always have one, and I don't have one for today.
It's okay. I'll take the spotlight off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on Elde'a. Why were you not prepared, Elde'a? No, I'm just playing.
No, I'm prepared. It would have been great. I'm like you, if Olivia had to remember. Come on, that was like if she had to just remember, and not in that at that moment at the airport. I was like, why'd she have to remember at the airport?
She could have remembered in the warm hug, girl. She could have remembered in that hug. If she had that hug, because she don't get many hugs. I mean,
right.
Okay. I'm going to address that later because there was something I wanted to say there. What was the game-changing moment for you all this episode? Like, what was the moment that you was like, God dang. Like, you at the end of the episode, Katrina, you say you jumped up. You had a scandal revival.
I did. I had. Oh my God! I went to church.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Woo!
It was the elders came and got me. I was gotten.
They put the sheet over you too.
They put the sheet. They covered me up. I was slain in the scandal spirit. Yes, at the end of the episode. But there were other moments where I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I did differently this episode? I usually DVR all the episodes, so I didn't start watching at 10 o'clock. I waited until like probably 10:30, and then I started watching it. Because then I got to skip all the crap.
And the commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, now.
Okay.
It worked out pretty good.
That's the only way I watch.
Oh, but you're over there. You're over
Yeah, I know.
water.
I don't watch till like it's like by the time I watch it's like 3 o'clock in the morning for you guys.
Oh,
Wow.
God. I was up, but yeah.
I need to watch it with the commercials. It gives me time to regroup.
Really? Oh, no, I can't. I need to see what's going on. I'm nosy. What about you, Olivia? What was your game-changing moment from last night?
For me, the game-changing moment was when Sally finally pushed back whenever they shut. Like, usually she gets shut down, and she's just like, okay, I'll fall back in line. And this time she was like, no.
Not happening.
That was one for me too.
You're not gonna do that. Have a seat, thanks. So that was my moment where I was like, yeah, not that I'm not a fan of Sally's, but I just like the fact that she finally, stuck it to Cyrus, like she stuck it back. So I was just like, yeah.
She had to take her tail and put it between her legs anyhow, because in that preview for next episode, Cyrus, no, this is not who you call when you have trouble. But we're not going to talk about that.
For that
moment, who's she going to call?
She's going to call that guy.
She's going to call that guy. Yeah,
her fixer.
I actually liked her being the only one who had like morals on the show. I don't really know how I feel about them. If it's going how we think it's going, I'm kind of conflicted about that.
We don't know what happened.
Right, but I like that she could always stand on her soapbox, so to speak.
Right,
and she was always 100% right. She wasn't wrong about anything that she said. So, but that was the game-changing moment.
But she has been a hypocrite before. Her whole what's her name? Cassidy getting the abortion and her being on her high horse. But that's how people are. They conveniently forget certain things that are fucked up in their own lives and just focus on their principles, the things that they can lord over other people. Yeah.
Like, how can you be pro-life if you utilize the services of anybody that said abortion? So
you'd be surprised.
Hello.
I'm saying in your politics, like you can't, just like you said, she's been hypocritical. That is being hypocritical. Like she didn't want to give that up. She wanted to stick with it when old boy was like, hey, if you don't want to be a president, then, it is what it is. But you're not going to win women if you're not going to be pro-choice.
Right.
And just how fast she changed her mind.
Right, because she wanted to win, right? Giving up your principles for winning. Melly's done it. Cyrus has done it. Well, I don't know about Cyrus. Melly has definitely done it for the sake of winning.
Yeah, but it'll also be interesting to see if they ever do like a flashback episode for Sally. Did she become that way after she found out her husband was gay, or was she that way when they were married? You know what I mean? Like, because
I don't even want to know.
They got married. And then she found out, he was gay, and then she kind of became like all, saved and all. It'd be interesting to find out about that.
Yeah, or I feel like she's probably kind of been this way, and that I don't want to get into it, but yeah.
There's a lot of that to me.
Yeah,
it's like we're not gonna get into that
when we get to the quotes, we'll talk about that.
My game-changing moment for tonight, I don't know if, my game-changing moment from last night was when Olivia went up and had that conversation with Fitz on the phone, only because she had just had that conversation really with her mom, and her mom was like, well, I expected you to have a kid and to be married and your husband to come home every night, and then knowing that the Vermont episode, Lovers for, I can't ever remember the
Vermont, it's for lovers.
There you go. Thank you. So the Vermont episode with them being up there and him having built this house for her and telling her she can make jam and all that stuff, and her on the phone with him, it just, It was for me. That was the game changer because I'm like, girl, are you really going to continue with this damn life? Because this life that you got going on here is full of potholes and mess. Like, are you just going to go up to your cabin and make your jam? Because I'm exhausted by your life, man.
Right.
That's how I felt. But anyway.
Well, I think she was reflecting on that a little bit and thinking about.
I think so too.
Yeah. Well, thinking about like what's important and does she have much of a life beyond her work, because that was the first thing that she said to her mom, you know, and after she said there isn't much to say, she said, I work, I have a life, but what life outside of that do you have? And then she said, I think, and then we know what the ... was. She wanted to probably say, I'm in love with, I can't tell you who I'm in love with, I can't tell you about that life. There really isn't much to say, because she can't say it, but, you know, so, you know, she's probably reflecting on what is it that I have and what is it that I want.
Yeah. She said something else, too. I can't remember. It's not in my head. I wish it was.
What, in the conversation with her mom?
She was basically like, oh, this is what I'm good at. Like, remember when...
This is what I do.
This is what I do. Yeah. So, but she did say, this is what I'm good at. She said that. So
I'll keep working for you. This is what I'm good at. I think this is
something like that. Yeah. What scene would you have taken out or extended from last night's episode, Elde'a?
The Quinn Charlie scene.
Really?
I liked the certain aspects of it. I didn't like it when she like kissed him at the end. I think they could have done without that.
The kiss was what you didn't like?
Yeah, I didn't. I liked
the kiss in front of Wonderland.
That one. Yeah, that one.
I like that because it was like this like romantic comedy like twist thing. It was like so twisted that they did it that way in front of that place.
Yeah, but now it makes me wonder: is Wonderland a bad place? I don't know. Now I'm just confused.
Now I'm just confused.
Well, like he isn't the monster she is, but I'm like, but he works in Wonderland, so now I'm like, is it a bad place?
No, but she's there to play Rowan for Huck.
Yeah, right. But that's where Huck and Charlie came from, and it's supposed to be like this bad place. But now she's like, he isn't the monster my mom is. I'm just like, oh, now I'm just like, yeah.
So you were fine with the bloody mouth kiss, but with the gore and stuff that is coming right out of your gums, you're fine with that kiss. But the other kiss, you had a small issue with.
All the kissing between Charlie and Quinn, I could have done without.
Yeah, Charlie Quinn is kind of disgusting.
Yeah. All of it I could have done.
We could have skipped the whole sex part because that
Charlotte was Quinn, is that their name?
Yeah.
Charlotte Quinn?
Yeah. You can have it all.
Charlotte Quinn. Nice.
You're Charlotte Quinn romance.
Man. Okay, so what was your the moment that you would have taken out or extended, Olivia?
I honestly would have taken out the fake, useless Rambo blowing up scene.
Yeah, me too.
I would, but I loved it. I wanted him to look like a fool, which he did gracefully. I loved it. I was like, thank you. Now we know you're a fool. Everyone knows, the whole world. That's how I felt.
Honestly, I was just watching it, and I stopped it and paused it and rewound because I said, maybe I've missed something. What's happening right now?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I'm just mad they keep using that set for like all those scenes, because that's the set where they took Huck to beat the shit out of him and one for the dog. They set up a fake hospital room for Maya in that same place, and then they just blew it up. And this
so hopefully that's the last time we'll see it. Yeah. Because it's blown the fuck up now.
No, just that room. That the whole thing isn't blown up. It's just the room, isn't it?
It's just, but the thing is that room is supposed to be in the bowels of the Pentagon. Like,
clearly really, not.
Y'all blew up like
right.
Pentagon.
Maybe they forgot.
That's the same place from One for the Dog. So are you telling me it's supposed to be a different place?
Yeah, that's funny.
I know they need to clean it. That thing is dirty as hell. Well, somebody take a mop and a broom to this place. It is disgusting. What scene would you have taken out or extended, Katrina?
Oh no, the same one. The same one. I could have extended the scene with Olivia and her mom. I was really getting into that. I really love the rhythm of that scene and the complexity of it, because in some ways, like, it made me mad, and this is just like on a personal level, because I think the last time I talked about how hard it is to have someone so close to you, like your mom, which I've had, be out of your life for your formative years and then come back. And then they've had all this time to think about shit, and you've been living your life trying to go, do all this stuff and make up for their absence and be healthy and all that. And then they come in, so they've had 5 minutes with you, and they want to be mommy.
Full of judgment.
And judge, exactly, right? She thought all about her life for 22 years, made up this whole like thing in her head, and then say, oh, you're not at all like that. You don't seem to have a joy in your life.
Like you're disappointed.
Well, fuck you very much. I don't have a lot of joy in my life because I was not I was trying to live, and you left me. And
thank you for the emotional scarring. Now
thank you for that insight. But the thing is, Mama's goddamn right as well, and that's what's like frustrating, because Maya's kind of right. There isn't a lot of joy in Olivia's life.
Right.
Yeah, but that you don't want that all in your face.
Well, no, you don't. You don't. But she's right, but she's also wrong for putting it out there like that. Because it's like, you don't know me. You don't know me. You haven't been here.
Like that was our hint, though. That was our hint that she wasn't just some poor, working house mom, that got caught up in the system. No. That was our hint that there was more going on with this woman. And I think that any woman who really wanted to break out and see her daughter wouldn't have been so focused on her daughter getting her out of the country. She would have been more, I think, warm, more hugging, more loving, not just, let's
Mama
talk.
Pope wanted somebody to change them little wristbands and to bring her some breakfast from McDonald's. She hadn't had McDonald's in a while. So
But I think it's both, though. I think she was focused on whatever her goal was for getting out, and it wasn't just about Olivia, because she wanted to see her daughter. So that was part of it. And I think maybe she was even more motivated after finding out exactly who Olivia was, because Rowan brought her all those press clippings, and she saw who she was. I don't think that was her original motivation. I think there are obviously genuine mom motivations and love and all of those things, and wanting the best for her, but also having her own agenda. And I could see that both of those things live within Maya.
Well, I personally, I'm going to just skip ahead and say that Olivia is who I identify with the most during this episode, because
me too.
I wanted to choke Maya. I'm like, how dare you bring your... So I was very disgusted. I'm like, how dare you bring your judgmental ass up in my life? I'm trying to help you, and you sitting here telling me how you disappointed in me. Chick, I had to try to get my life together after you emotionally scarred me by leaving. I thought your ass was dead, and now here you are in my house. I'm scared. I'm scared because you are here. My daddy is a damn monster. Both of y'all scared the hell out of me. You got chewed ass wrists. I'm sorry, y'all.
She doesn't know who anyone is, in that moment, and I just felt for her so much. But do you feel like, it came off maybe as judgmental to us, but I feel like, I don't think that her purpose was to try and judge Olivia's life. I think she was trying to be like, please find some happiness for yourself. Like, this isn't all there is to life. And part of that could have just been the fact that she's had all this time to to sit and think. That's one of the things about being in prison. You have time to write letters, think shit up, and be sorry about stuff. You know what I mean? While people are on the outside living their lives and trying to make it work. So,
but also when she said you're more like your father than you are like me, and he had time to make you in his image. But that was telling too, because when you think about it, Olivia's dad, at the end when he said that he didn't enjoy killing and that kind of thing, and now realizing that Maya's name was on that terrorist list, when you think about that, if she's made in Rowan's image, it's because she has empathy. Rowan does have empathy. I mean, look at what he did when Maya was like, I want to see Olivia. He actually got all her press clippings and stuff together, because even though he hasn't been there like that, he still felt for her for not being able to see her daughter. So he brought her that stuff. He kikied and ha 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 and wanted to have those moments with her, with her. But I don't believe she's like that. Like, I don't think she has that real nurturing thing in her. Right. So yeah.
I don't see that at all. I think she does. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I think she does have that.
I don't agree. We don't agree there.
The only question for me is, way back when she made that plan, and if she really knew the kind of person that Rowan was, why didn't she take Olivia with her? Why didn't she make a plan or arrangements so that they could escape together? Why would you leave her behind knowing that there was a possibility that you might not make it or be coming back?
just walk off.
Well, the thing is that we don't know right now. We don't know exactly what Maya was going to do. Right. We know that she's been classified as an enemy of the state, a spy, but then you have like really far left-wing radical people. They can be classified as terrorists by the state. So we don't know what she was going to do. It could have been something that maybe we would have interpreted as a very populist thing that people wanted to know about, but the government didn't want out there, and therefore, in order for them to stop her, they have to make it be like, you're a danger to the country, you're a danger to the republic, right? Yeah. So even if the information was something that maybe citizens should know, like in an Edward Snowden type of situation, but he has been completely vilified in what he's done. So we don't know if it's some kind of situation like that. I won't say the Edward Snowden type thing, because we've already done Artie Hornbacher. And so when Edward Snowden came out, it was like, it's Artie Hornbacher, so we're not doing Artie Hornbacher. But it's something that fucks with the state, which is why Rowan had to stop her, because he would only do that if the Republic is endangered. But we don't know in what way. I'm not convinced that she wanted to blow shit up. I don't know, but there's something that is in conflict with whatever Rowan wanted to protect.
Yeah. Okay. How does the title of the episode reflect in the plot and the character motivations?
Oh, I wrote something down.
Y'all act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Like, everybody was like,
I wrote.
Talking to us?
Oh, I know. I wrote down something about YOLO, right? So YOLO. You only live once, which that was like one of my favorite lines. YOLO, Quinn. I thought about.
Or in her case, twice.
Well, in the you only live once, I was thinking about Maya. That basically she already lived and she's supposed to be dead. Like, to most people, she's been known as dead for 22 years. And it really makes me wonder if she's going to get to live, because you only get to live once. This would be like a second life for her.
That sky, just like they were supposed to before.
Yeah, right. So she might have to die. Yeah, because you only live once.
Yeah. No,
let's live a little. Huck was nasty self-talk. Well, we have time for one. Let's live a little. What about you? What do you think about the title of the episode and the context of the show, Olivia?
I just thought it was kind of funny. Okay, you only live once, and here you see Quinn, getting her teeth pulled out of her face, and but she got that second chance. At the end, you realize that even in that darkness, that her and Huck, there was a method to the madness. There was a plan, and you see her with her syringe, and she's going for it. So I think when you look at all the characters and all the little shady dealings that are happening in everybody's lives, and you've got Sally, you've got her husband. Despite how bad and dark it is, you people tend to do what they need to do in this life, quote unquote. So
since you brought that up, it's also James and Cyrus, and when he said to Cyrus, you ruined us, like so it does kind of play a part in that. What do you think, Elde'a?
Yeah, I agree. It played into the plot of the show. Although some people are with twice. Quinn was a third. It's like her third life now, right?
Right.
It's been Lindsay and now and regular Quinn and now crazy Quinn
and now that Charlie done had sex with her, he's going to die because her vagina is the fly trap from him. She got the murder vagina.
Stop it. But yeah, that's both guys that she's been with have died. Charlie might be on his way out.
I don't know why Charlie didn't think about it himself. I'm like, your vagina is murder. I'm not going in there. I'm not doing it. Put your towel back on. Here, wrap that shit up. Who was your favorite character, your MVP for this episode?
Well, I mean, I was rather impressed by Sally this episode.
Were you?
A lot. Yeah. Yes. I mean, that scene that she had with Fitz, like in the Oval Office, which I'm not gonna lie, when he was like walking up to her, I was kind of aroused, and then she was like, the way he was coming at her, and then she was like,
he wasn't coming in for a
battlefield.
Her face.
Go ahead, Sally. I don't allow just anybody to talk to my boo like that, but
I'm just saying, looking that close at Sally and him walking up to her, I don't know how you were turned on by that.
I couldn't concentrate on anything besides her eyebrows.
The way that he was approaching her and the low, like, sexy voice in which he was, like, speaking to her, like, threatening her. And
he was going to burn her.
There holding her line.
He was going to smother her.
No!
He was going to burn her. He's like, you do not want to mess with me. I murked Vernon. I'm not playing with you.
Like, I'm telling you, I would spend every day.
Too funny.
Made me regret it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I was turned on. Okay. Anyway.
Okay, that was Katrina.
Yes.
What about you, Olivia?
Sally was my MVP also for what I said earlier about her, finally standing her ground. So I gave it to her this episode.
Okay, Elde'a.
It was tied for me. It was Quinn and Cyrus. I just on the acting alone, not so much character-wise, but for Katie Lowe's and Jeff Kerry, I thought
I give it up for Katie.
Yes.
Phenomenal job acting-wise. Maybe not character-wise, but acting-wise, those were my two MVPs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Definitely, Katie gets the MVP for actors on the show.
Yes.
So here for her. Oh,
yeah, she is up there this season. So.
Maybe I'm just not there. Usually Cyrus is mine, but this episode it was Abby. I like me Abby.
Yay! I do too.
She's been so here for Liv.
I like normal Abby.
I like her. Now that Abby is getting laid regularly, she has no angst against anybody.
Yes.
She's like, I'm getting me every single night.
She's loved up, and it makes you see things differently, right? Yeah, you have a little bit more compassion for people when you are more satisfied in your life. And
I like
she
the way they're
can
writing.
see. Yeah, I do too. And since finding out what happened with Olivia's mom, I think it was in Icarus was the first time. She's been very, very much here for Olivia, and I like that. I feel like they're finally she's getting the friendship that she's wanted with Olivia for a long time. But now that she's in a better place, she's less antagonistic about it. She was like, she was like basically threatening Olivia before. No, not being a bitch. I think she was basically, she wanted this like access to Olivia that she did not have and she could not get, and felt like other people were getting that Olivia wasn't letting her in, and now she's there was a little hole there, and she's like found her way in. Now that she sees what Olivia is dealing with, that Olivia has brought it to OPA, and she's like, oh my God, you're trying to handle this like it's some case, but this is deeply personal, and she's got a lot of empathy for her, and I really love that the writers were able to bring that aspect in, because it's something that's been going on with them since season 1, so it's great.
Who's your least favorite character on this episode, Elde'a?
Jake.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, well, that was easy. What about you?
gonna go with Daniel Langston. He was my least favorite character.
Double D.
All the stuff that he said.
I was just like, really? No. Oh, I'm not gay. You're not. Really? Okay.
He called it a disease, didn't he? He was like, this disease. I gotta fight this disease.
In James's face. The episode would have been perfect if James would have slapped him or snarled at him or something. How dare you? You know, there's like.
Well, you know what? It's very real.
Of how gay you're. Right. Are you serious? Get out of here.
I would bust out in a song. What in my butt? I don't know. Right in the middle.
What in my butt?
Yeah, there's a song. It's on YouTube. What in your butt? So I would have bust right out with that. On YouTube. I would have burst right out.
I don't want it.
And I would have been dancing and everything. I mean, you should see this video. Y'all have to see it. I'm gonna put it in the show notes. Watch it.
I don't want
it. No. I am. I would have bust right out with that in the middle of the White House and been like, yeah, that's where he was in my butt. That's what I would have said. Like, now. And what? I already outed you now.
Oh, my God.
Wow. So, yeah. But, okay, my least favorite character this episode, I asked all of y'all, right? Yeah, y'all told me. Was Maya. I didn't like Maya this episode. I'm like, you take your arm, wrist, chewing ass and go back in the hole. Because I was not for her this episode. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can love on her if you want to, but I was not. Because I felt like she was just, you've been gone for however long. You won't allow this girl to just be herself. And then, I don't know, maybe my thing today was people just holding stuff against you from, look, I was not here for her. Like, what were you feeling?
Got some issues with her.
Oh.
I do.
No one hated on Harrison. There you go.
Oh my God! Yes. I can't wait for this development with Harrison.
Right. There you go.
My God. H. Keep your phone on, H.
Keep your phone on.
Okay.
Who that woman?
Yeah. That ties into my favorite tweet later.
She said, "Keep your phone on, H." Yeah. That's
hilarious. I was like, oh.
Yeah, but she also said, Adnan Salif said hello, and he peed a little. He peed a little when she said that. I was like, nice. She threw the sexy at you and then made you pee your pants. I was like, nice. And I even have that on the quote that I'm putting on the show notes.
She seems like the bad girl he can't get.
Oh, I love it.
You know the way he was looking at her,
He wears bow ties and
suspenders
and gingham shirts. You're not getting no draws from me. You know who you getting draws from? That little girl.
Leave Harrison alone.
That little sister daughter. That's who you getting draws from.
That girl is bad news. She says she don't know nothing about that straight life.
Exactly. Nothing.
What were your two favorite quotes from this episode, Elde'a? You said it's something that tied into your favorite stuff.
Tweet later. That was my favorite tweet. But one of my favorite quotes was James when he said to Sally's husband, he said, you think all gay people are gay? And James's quote was, no, we think all gay people are gay people.
Yeah, we think gay people are gay.
Yeah, like it was like, that was kind of funny. And then I think my other favorite quote was obviously when Liz said, "I just needed 1 minute." That was, I was expecting the light to play, but it didn't. So, but I'm okay with that.
What were your two favorite, Katrina?
Well, one of my favorites was when James was fucking with Cyrus and they were in their bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, that Daniel Douglas, he goes
deep. He goes deep. I was like, James, you're so wrong.
Oh, my God.
And another one, well, I guess it was technically said between two people when they were trying to figure out where to send Maya. And Huck was like, we need a full dictatorship. And then Jake said, yeah, free societies are too tough to control. They're not as bribe friendly. I just, from like a nerdy, like political standpoint, I like that quote.
Nobody even remembered that. We're sitting here like, who said this? When did that happen? Was I watching the same show? No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it was sad.
What about you, Olivia?
When James, screamed that he wanted his divorce, and Cyrus is like, "You're not going anywhere. You never do.
Never do. Never do." Ooh, that was low.
You know what? I thought that was a little bit of a diss as well, like with his career. I wondered if that was a kind of,
Katrina,
not a double entendre, but
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think? Yeah, you never do.
Or something like this must have happened before. Y'all think? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh,
yeah. Remember when Cyrus had pushed the line and offended James in his career, in their marriage. And
yeah, remember when he had Cyrus sleeping at that hotel? Like after he found out when Cyrus finally told him about his role in Defiance. Yeah, that's right. They're on the outs.
And then when Melly said to Cyrus, "It only hurts until it doesn't." So she tried to warn him. She told him, She
did. So, she did.
Even though it would have been nice to see some compassion from her, because he was so flippant towards her when she tried to warn him. So now that he's going through a world of hurt, you really expect her to be the one to console him. I didn't see that happening.
No.
Especially not for Melly.
Well, what I'm gonna say, Melly's not. She doesn't seem like she would even console anyone, like at all. I don't even see her doing it for her children.
Right. Which makes her
the woman who gave birth, and like however many days or weeks later, she was putting antibacterial stuff on her hands and talking about nobody likes babies, So Fitz is the primary parent, to their kids anyway. The baby doesn't even know her as a mom. The baby's like, "Where's Marta?" So I just don't see her that she was gonna give Cyrus any love whatsoever.
But maybe that's the theme in this show, because like I said, I don't think Maya's very maternal, but if you say so, I'm just agree to disagree. My favorite two quotes were the quote from Rowan when he said, "If you think I enjoy killing, you don't know me very well. It's just, pretty much a means to an end." I paraphrased there because that was not a direct quote. But and then the other one was when James said to Cyrus, "You used me like a cheap whore. You made me think you were doing me a favor. You're the devil."
Yeah, the devil is standing in front of me. The devil is standing in front of me.
I was like, that is awesome. Yeah, so that was my favorite. What moment or character could you relate to most in the episode, Elde'a?
I don't have one.
Oh, good Lord. Elde'a, do your homework.
I did.
That you related to?
Yeah, which character did you relate to the most, or in this episode, basically, or the moment you related to the most? What about you, Olivia?
This is a recurring theme in all of my comments, but I'm going to go ahead and go with Sally. Only in the fact that I always, no matter what the situation is, I try to go along with the status quo of whatever game plan we have. And sometimes, it's not. Sometimes you deny that little killer instinct you have in order for the greater good. It's like, okay, this is what we're all working on. I'll just kind of sit back and let everybody play their role. And then sometimes you just have to stop and say, you know what, this is what I believe, or this is what my plan is, or this is what I want to do, and you have to assert yourself. So I kind of related to her in that aspect because, I hold my tongue a lot. Well, I used to. I don't quite do it anymore, but I used to, just chomp down and swallow back a lot. And she, whether she's going to win or she's not going to win, I respected the fact that she stood up to Cyrus finally.
Yeah. "I'm in this for me now" was her quote that I remember throughout this episode. She said when she got mad about the Supreme Court justice thing in Happy Birthday, Mr. President,
she's got mad a few times.
Yeah, but she did something about it this time.
Yeah.
He thought he was gonna Melly her. Remember when Melly was like, "I'm gonna be over at this Blair Witch house, and you I don't remember the name of the house. And you're gonna come over here, or I'm gonna tell." And he was like, "Okay." And he tried to do the same thing with Sally.
I don't think so.
That was interesting. Who was it for you, Katrina?
Oh, it was Olivia. And I talked about it earlier, the scene with her mom, and that all of those feelings of this woman is my mother. I can't believe she's alive. I thought that she's been dead all this time. I don't know how to feel. I have this instinct not to trust her, but at the same time, I kind of want to get to know her, but I don't know how close I should get. This is all very confusing, and I just don't even know what's going on right now, but I'm just going to try to do the thing that I know how to do the best, which is my job.
Okay. I related to Olivia too, so I was excited when you said that. I was all,
I saw that.
And to me, it's more because when her mom came back and started telling her what her expectations were, it was to me like she was just disappointed in who Olivia became, like I said earlier. But then I look at it like this: if you're a parent, you should accept your child for who they are, regardless of if you were there from conception till whenever, or if you stepped out for a little to have a little smoke break on parenting, or whatever the case may be. You should just accept who that person became, because, you know, that's who they are. So, yeah. I related to her. What was the most out of character thing anyone did or said during this episode?
For me, it was Cyrus breaking down into a crying.
Puddle.
That was shocking.
You thought it was out of character, or
it was shocking?
Yeah, it was very. He's a shark. Cyrus, the shark, who's always, you know, so inconsiderate of everybody else's feelings and what they
husband in the head.
A shark to me this season. He is, you know, he's kept saying to Melly in the hallway when she's chasing him down, she's like, how are we on this? How are we on this? How are we, you know, where are we on this? And he's like, I'm holding. And I feel like that quote encapsulates him this entire season up until this point, is that he's been holding his cards and he's played them and now he's lost. And where will he go, you know, from this now? On his way back to the Cyrus that he knows, like taking some control back, because he was kind of muzzled a little bit by Rowan and his heart attack at the end of last season. And he was completely left out of the Fitz and Olivia triad. So Team OFC was not in effect this season at all. He didn't have Olivia to turn to when he was having like issues, and Fitz wasn't letting him in to like tell him stuff. So it's been a big change for Cyrus.
She'll come back in talking.
Your breaking point right there.
There we go.
And now
there we go.
You can like come back from that.
There we go.
Get it out. Get it out.
What about for you, Katrina? Who is your most out of character?
The out of character? I don't know that I had anyone who was out of character. I think I was just like so shocked at the beginning of the episode that Huck was going.
She'll come back.
Taken out bicuspids and molars like a boss, and I felt that shit in my mouth. So I mean, and that wasn't out of character for Huck, but it just seemed like, really, Huck, this is what we're doing? Like, you're really gonna do this to a family member? All right, this is what.
And that was out of character. That part was like he pretty much wouldn't hurt them, but now he has reason to. What about for you, Elde'a?
Mine was the same as Olivia. It was Cyrus, him breaking down. I didn't expect that. Especially
James.
Being so mean. That was my second one.
Yeah.
James being cut. Yeah, that was my second one. I was like, he was going in.
He was like, I am not playing with you no more. You done got on my last damn nerves, and I'm about to tell you about it. Look at this laptop. I want a goddamn divorce. I'm not playing with you. Look at that.
Everybody reaches their breaking point.
Sure do. You only live once, so.
Yeah.
What was your favorite tweet from last night, Olivia?
My favorite tweet was from Rain of April. She says, we should have known any woman who would chew her own arm off wasn't just some corporate executive.
Exactly.
And Mama Pope is a terrorist.
That was the clue.
The big,
That's a
big
professional
clue.
ass shit.
Right.
So what about for you, Elde'a?
Mine was someone sent out a tweet. I don't have it. I should have favored it. But someone sent out a tweet about the Harrison and Abby scene when the girl called Harrison H. And they they linked a post. They sent a link to Kerry Washington's SNL of who that bitch. That was so funny. They said that was Abby in that scene. They were like, this is Abby in the scene. It was hilarious. I was like, that's so funny.
Just told my, I'm Abby. That girl's like non-fucking factor.
Yeah, right? Dollar trash. She's like, somebody's here? I don't know. Damn.
Who was yours? Did you have one, Katrina?
No, I never have. So I haven't even looked at the tweets from last night. I've not had time.
Well, I have two, so I'll make up for yours.
Thank you. Found mine out. I found it real quick. It's at Beyonce's #1 fan.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was who tweeted it.
Mine was from Spectacles and Script, and it was...
Oh, my girl!
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, that's my buddy.
She said, Jake trying to be a hero and take out Rowan himself. Ha, stay losing. Yes! And then the other one was from Motown Miss. MS, Ms. It said, figured Mama Pope was worse than Pops, committing suicide and all, but the rest...
Excellent.
But the rest, no way, except Charlequin getting on my nerves. So that was funny. So yeah.
Oh, he used Charlequin too.
Yeah, that's where I got it from. I was like, Charlequin. I'm gonna say that. What was your favorite outfit from last night? Because y'all got the fashions going. Whose brows was snatched last night?
Abby.
I'm
not gonna say Fitz don't have none, but
yeah.
Let's not go there because don't get me started. I'm gonna do a collage with him in every single episode where his eyebrows are very clearly apparent.
Drawn in.
Okay. No, not drawn in. Not drawn in. Just give me time.
Color
I'm gonna do a collage of them. No.
I personally feel like Quinn looked lovely in duct tape.
She did. She was having a really good hair day.
That was my favorite.
Her makeup looked really good when she was all wrapped up in the duct tape too. Her eyeshadow, I like that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of hair, okay. I don't have the best hair. I'm just saying. I'm not on a TV show though. Let me just say, I don't know if Phoebe and Mama Pope were in the same wind tunnel.
I knew.
I was just like, could you call
It's not in the budget for
Olivia's hair is laid. I mean,
she just got out of the hole.
And it just
And she was in the rain.
It got better.
No.
She found Olivia at the end of the episode. She was in the rain. It was raining.
When she got on that plane, her hair. That's why black women need a damn umbrella. Everybody had an umbrella in the promo. Why the hell she didn't have an umbrella at the end of the episode?
This was her hair. The whole episode, it was like.
Her hair got better. Come on.
It did not.
It did.
Now you laying under a bunker for 22. I can understand you forgot how to use a comb, but your daughter is right there. Your child should comb your hair, and that's just how I felt about it. So yeah,
Every time you saw her, it was like
it was worse. Like Donald Trump's hair, like just.
Oh my God. No, that's Donald Trump. It wasn't
that. Please, come on. Brush it, something.
Oh my God.
My favorite outfit was Melly in the red. That was some power red.
Did
I was
she
like,
just wear that?
I think so. I think that's all she had on.
She wore that in Vermont's for Lovers too, did she? When her face was all burnt when she went to when she went to Lauren, it was like, can you call my husband, please? And Lauren was like, I don't know what to tell you. They fucking.
You know, we both know where he is.
I know, right?
Stop having me call them. Oh, boy, now you want me to call her?
So embarrassed for her. I was like, oh. No, my favorite outfit was Sally's when she was with her her campaign manager. She actually looked really nice. I thought she looked great. Hair, makeup, the outfit, the green and black. For Sally, I think for Sally, that was a great choice for her.
Why did your voice hitch like, Sally, yeah. Okay, nobody's listening. Like everybody was just like, "What is she talking about?" No.
Yes, Sally. Damn it.
Damn it. Oh my God.
So y'all know I have a couple of questions about how that are coming up. Y'all already know what they are, but have y'all noticed that Olivia never says she loves anybody? Have y'all noticed that? Because it's becoming more and more apparent every episode when Fitz says "I love you," she never responds. Her mom said "I love you, Livy," she didn't respond. I'm just like, could you open your lips and tell these people you love them back? You only live once.
No.
So I'm just saying.
He drops the mic.
All right.
That was what I thought, but
I think that's her thing. I mean, 12-year-old Olivia didn't say it then, but then again, she was 12, and when you're a kid and your parents say "I love you," it's like she said, "Yeah, I know." So that was an appropriate response, and I don't find her not returning that an odd thing, and I think Fitz has grown to understand her silence and what that means, and he doesn't need for her to say it because he already knows. Olivia is a person who shows her love rather than says it.
Right. She's a woman of action versus a woman of words.
You need it, Jaha.
Look, y'all hush with that.
Put on a closed caption. It might tell you. Olivia thinks.
Put it on
I love you.
So maybe the lip quiver is a sign of "I love you."
Interpret.
That's what her Puss in Boots face means.
You saw it? Because I was just like, every time she does that, people fall under her spell and are captivated, or either that or her luscious brownness
exactly what it means
between her thighs or something. So since Liv knows her mom's crimes against the Republic aren't made up, what's going to happen to Fitz's political career? Because you remember...
This is the thing.
Yeah, because I was just like,
Yep. Setting it up for season 2. I mean, well, not season 2, setting it up for the second part of the season, because this is going to be the shit. And I wrote this down. I'm like, because they said this. She said this on the call to him, right? She's like, no, she's on the no-fly list. If anyone finds out that you helped a criminal, and this was a hypothetical at that time, just when people thought she was a criminal, but now they know she is, you're gonna be arrested. And so my question is, holy shit, this is real now. Who is going to clean this mess up? Is she gonna feel guilty that he helped her to do this? That it's her mom? Is Rowan gonna have to clean up this mess because he's been cleaning up these messes for Fitz? And it then leads me to still want to know what the fuck happened with Operation Remington exactly, and Fitz's relationship with Rowan, because every episode it's like we get a little bit of information and then we get a twist. We get a little bit of information and then twist, and we still don't know shit, right? We don't know exactly what happened.
Right.
This is the Shonda Rhimes method. Here's a little bit of
I know, but I think it's so amazing that we're getting to episode 10 in the first half of the season, and we're still like, we don't know who did what in what now in Remington. The only thing that we know is that Fitz was ordered to shoot down the plane. Now I have been in doubt for several episodes now, but with the confrontation between Jake and Fitz, I am certain. Not certain. I feel like he didn't do it. I feel like it was an order he refused, and he's been kind of ashamed of his military record and not really playing it up. And I feel like if you did something that you could be proud of or that helped the Republic, why wouldn't you want to say that? But if you were insubordinate, if you were dirty little secrets, exactly. If you were insubordinate, you didn't follow orders, and then somebody had to cover that shit up for you because you're a pretty fly boy whose daddy has a lot of money, and then you got to go further off of that, and you feel guilty, then that's some shady shit right there. So I just feel like maybe Jake's bitterness is because he had to pick up the slack in that. He tells Fitz, "You didn't have my back." So all of this, I feel like, is going to come to bear on Fitz's re-election campaign. So they're setting up some real problems for the second half.
How did the episodes serve the show's larger plot, Olivia?
by making everything so mysterious. No.
Really?
And, you know, as usual, it's setting up the big shebang at the end. You know, at the end of every season, we get some eye opener, but then we also have sort of a cliffhanger. So I think that, you know, everything that's happening with Mama Pope, you know, is she really a terrorist? Is it just how it looks at the end of this episode? You know, her name may have been Marie Watson before, but those charges could still be, you know, false.
Mm-hmm.
So we really can't jump to conclusions and say, you know, she really is a terrorist, because, you know, it could still be exactly what she said it was. It could be Rowan, you know, trying to control her, make sure she doesn't go anywhere. So we never know. So I just think that just plays into the whole mysterious atmosphere of this show.
And it's a terrorist according to whom? You know what I mean?
Right.
So. No.
And you know what? I thought that in some point that her name had been mentioned in a previous episode, not like one of these Remington episodes, but like a while back. I don't know why I keep thinking that, but I'm like, I thought I heard her name before. It may not
Marie
be,
Wallace?
but I think I did, but I was like, I don't remember which episode that was, or it may not have been, but I thought I did. Anyway, well, if anybody knows out there in Scandal Land and you can, you know, refer that to us, that would be excellent. What about you, Elde'a? What do you think about this episode and how it serves the season's larger plot?
Yeah, it's starting to tie things together too, but I'm kind of like Katrina. I feel like they're dropping stuff and then they're twisting it, and so I can't really keep up with the information that they're giving me. So I'm gonna have to go back after next week and watch it in marathon form just to kind of tie everything, in order to be able to tie everything together.
Yeah, I want to do that too.
Because they're giving you stuff and then they're twisting it. I'm like, wait, and that's why it's you kind of feel like a lot of it doesn't make sense. But I think when we go back and rewatch it, it'll all make sense.
So we're all in agreement with rewinding for the break, because I like.
Oh yeah, team rewatch before Wednesday finale for sure.
Yeah.
So okay, I don't know how this episode serves the show's larger plot. That's a tongue twister, y'all. I don't know how it does. I personally, this week, I'm just like, I'm going to sit back and wait for next week, because I just don't. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. That was pretty much it. I didn't have anything else. I was all this whole episode, I'm looking at Olivia, and I'm thinking, is she drinking one of those drinks she had on her party, like when you had the party? Oh shit! Sorry, y'all. Katrina just jumped out, and I'm like, what happened to Katrina? Yeah, my bad. That took me by surprise. But yeah, I was thinking, dang, what are you drinking? What are you over there drinking? You drinking one
wine.
of those? Oh,
wine. Yeah. Oh my God.
Got her wine.
Oh, she got her wine. You know, is that what you drinking, Elde'a, too? She like,
no,
girl, yeah, retail.
I was thinking about last night and how I was trying to limit myself to one glass of wine so that I could stay up and live tweet West Coast, but I couldn't. So I had two, and then I didn't stay up. I was like out by like 12:30, and I was like, damn it.
Sorry.
It was that crazy that I needed like 2 glasses.
Welcome back.
You made me curse, girl. I was like, oh, what happened to her? Where'd she go?
I had enough.
Like, I'm out of here.
I'm out.
So that was it for this episode. Thank you all for being here. I got my book. See y'all. Got it.
Nice. Hold it down a little bit. So is that self-published or like?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love it.
That's amazing.
When I opened that box, y'all, I was like, oh my Jesus, my dreams.
Congratulations.
Yes. Best feeling.
Oh God.
Best feeling. You're
Have
holding
you printed
it.
any
Smell
of
it.
yours?
You're like,
Did you? You smelled your book, girl. You were tripping.
oh yeah, I love the way books smell. Like when I go to the library or when I get old books, I like the way they smell. So.
Really? I was gonna ask you, have you printed yours?
I did the first one. I haven't done the second one in a print version yet, print on demand, but I will. I'm working on it.
Oh, cool. So you have new covers, madam. Did you print them with the new covers, print the first one with the new cover?
Yeah, I changed it.
Awesome sauce. Looks I like it. I love it. I was like, girl.
Thank you.
That's that Brandon thing we was talking about, girl.
Yes, it was. And I actually mentioned you in my dedication because I was like,
Oh,
yes.
Look at this.
You got my logo. Do you know how many people love that logo? They're like,
really?
what? I love that heart. And I was like,
well,
girl did.
I appreciate
Aren't you a graphic designer or something by day?
Wow. Yeah. By day, I'm a graphic designer.
I might have to hit you up for services.
Oh, no problem.
No, because never mind. We'll talk later.
Well, thank you all for tuning into the Scandal podcast with my great co-hosts that have been here today with me. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great weekend. And I will put this up as soon as possible, so don't inbox me talking trash or tweet me talking trash about where's the episode coming.
All right, guys.
So next week,
guys. Bye-bye.
Next week.
Oh, not next week. Sorry, y'all. Jesus.
I was like,
see you next